Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope you have a wonderful solar return. Welcome to Leo season. Finally, I hear you saying, and I'm right there with you, my ascendant brothers and sisters. Finally, the sun comes home into its very own sign. I think this is a really good thing for all of us, and I know we have definitely needed it. So with that said, happy damn birthday. I truly hope you have a wonderful solar return. Remember to fill the day of your birthday with everything that you want the entire year ahead to have in it. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have, the Justice card, right? So this week there is a new contract on the horizon. In some way, shape or form, this is you signing on the dotted line. What I love most about this is it means that in all of these different areas of your life, you are forging new commitments this week, right? You're deciding what you're all in on and maybe what you're not in with at all right? For your actions and options this week, you have the Nine of Swords. So how do you have a commitment to the Nine of Swords? Well, I will say this week you do need to get out of your head, Leo, right? So this is not a week for you to obsess about things. And because you've got this with the Justice card, maybe you're worried about some move that you've already made. And in terms of the options that are available to you, this will potentially be a week where you're having to burn the candle at both ends. So I will say just watch out for your physical health and vitality this week because it looks like you're going to be super busy. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Three of Cups. So this is forging new connections. Now, what I say with like this in terms of forging new connections, the Three of Cups can be a friendship card. It can also be a reunion card. So it looks like a lot of you are making plans for reconnections, making plans for nights out, which is fantastic. The reason I say that is because the Nine of Swords is whatever happens with the Nine of Swords, it's at night time. So you could be forging a lot of plans this week for, get-togethers, gatherings, friend meetups and all of that kind of stuff, which could be great. The other thing is the communication is light, it's fun, it's free this week. There's a lot of laughter, there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of giggles. Now, the Three of Cups with the Nine of Swords, if you're studying or in some form of academia, this is you going into the new year, your next academic year. So at this moment in time, you're taking stock, but it's like you understand that you're ready to take your studies further and what it's going to take, all right? I think there's a real moment of clarity here, which is great. And there's also you celebrating no longer having to be in your studies as well. For those of you that are, come on, brain. For those of you that are for those of you that are employed by somebody else, it looks like there could be somebody coming back to your work. So let's say you've had like a friend left, or a work colleague left and you were a bit gutted about it. They could be coming back to your work. I wouldn't be surprised, but it could also be that you are, and I do encourage this as well for those of you that are employed by somebody else. This week, it looks like you're spending time with your colleagues outside of the workplace, doing meetups, going out for, drinks, all of that kind of stuff. It's worth doing. This is a great week for you to network. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is a literal get-together or gathering in some way, shape or form between you and friends, which I love for you. What I will also say with this as well is like you could be reconnecting with what I would consider like old work colleagues in your business. So maybe people that you've collaborated with in the past, people that you've worked with in the past. It could also be that you are getting a new bit of business from people that you have previously worked with, or maybe you're re-releasing or relaunching a service of some sort. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. But I will say again, Networking is absolutely key for those of you that are still working, whether it's for yourself or for somebody else. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, this with the Nine of Swords, again, right? Burning the candle at both ends. It looks like you're obviously doing whatever you have to do in the day, but it looks like there's a lot of fun, a lot of giggles, and a lot of laughter that's taking place at nighttime as well. Probably because your birthday shenanigans are going on. Then you've got the Star card for your love and relations. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, I love this. I love this for relationship healing. I love this for relationship connections. I love this for reforging the friendship within your relationship. And if you've been with me long enough, you'll have heard me say this. I think the basis, the solid basis for a really good relationship is that you are friends as well as partners, as well as married, as well as boyfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and boyfriend, girlfriend and girlfriend, whatever the case might be. Now, the other thing with the Star card, this is about the future. And you've got this with the Nine of Swords. So for some of you, maybe you're worried about the future of your relationship, but you don't have to be, because look, this is you reforging the friendship within the relationship, which is great. If there are some of you that are parting ways of a relationship, you're doing it on very good terms, right? And then finally, for those of you that are single and looking, a new commitment in a relationship with somebody that you meet online. So if you are into online dating and all the rest of it, this is the time to spruce up your profile, honey, because this is a time where you could connect with somebody. Now, if you've been with me long enough, you will have heard me say, we are not out here in 2024 being catfished. Everybody on the planet that owns a phone, apart from my granddad, bless him, has a smartphone, can take a picture, can FaceTime, Zoom, Teams, like if you ain't sure that that person you are talking to is that person, cut communication. We're not out here in 2024 being freaking catfished and I spent all this money and I sent this money to them and and then I found out that they don't even live there, and no, we're not doing this, okay? And then finally, for your money and materials, you've got the Knight of Swords. So finances could really speed up this week. That's one thing that you do need to be aware of. Your money and materials could really start to enhance or could be heightened in some way, shape or form, which I love. You've got this with the Justice card. So there's potentially a new contract on the horizon. For some of you, this is a new contract to do with your home. For some of this is new contract to do with work. For a lot of you, you could be celebrating a new job this week. So if you're looking, this could bode very, very well for you. And I will say, if you're going for a new job or a new home in any way, this looks like it happens very, very quickly. Like, you might be surprised at like how quickly the whole thing happens. When it comes to those of you that are when it comes to the other thing about your finances, it's possible that there could be some kind of dispute over money this week. So watch out for that, especially if it's something that's playing on your mind. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this with the Justice card, please, because there's a lot of air here. So you're very much in here, right? You're very much in your mind. Watch out for your upper extremities this week, especially, if you're going out and you're partying and you're drinking and stuff, just watch your arms, your hands and your fingers. When it comes to your home and environment, if you have a vehicle, keep an eye on it, especially at night, right? It's not that I'm seeing it getting stolen, but it's possible that there could be some kind of damage that happens to it. And I will also say, if you are driving, especially at night, be extra careful this week, because you could end up knocking into something that ends up being quite costly. All right. With that said, all in all, it's not a bad week at all. I'm kind of here for this. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.